having a steady stream of high-quality free leads is always important to keep generating revenue or income and fund your paid lead generation campaigns. In this video, I will show you 12 ways to get B2B leads for free, tips for lead generation, and if you stay until the end, I will also show you how to scale up and get more leads with less work by using automation software so that you can stop wasting time. If you don't know what B2B lead generation is, it is basically a process where you find and contact with potential business customers, B2B, because it is from companies to companies, for a company's product or services. For example, an agency and an e-com business, that's B2B, while for example, a company selling you a product such as groceries or clothing for you and your household is B2C, which is business to consumer, because they are selling to a consumer and not a company. And so lead generation can be compared to fishing, where the fisherman uses different methods to catch the fish, like using a fishing rod, a net, or a trap. Similarly, a company uses different tactics to generate leads, such as online and offline marketing, networking, and market research. The goal is to create a list of potential customers, the leads, that are interested in your products or services and can be contacted and followed up with to turn them into paying customers. Getting leads with Google Maps is very simple. You just search for the business type and location that you want to generate leads for, and you will get a list of potential leads. Maps is good to find local leads, but you can still find other businesses that have physical office locations. To make it easier, you can also click on a business in Google Maps and then save them on a list, which makes it easier since you can put different businesses in different lists depending on the type of business, location, or what they are selling. Groupon is an e-commerce marketplace that allows businesses to attract new customers by offering discounts on products and services. All you need to do is write a niche on the search bar and choose a location to narrow down your search. Then you can look up those businesses on Google and reach out to them and let them know that you found them through Groupon. You can also ask about their Groupon ads performance, and if they are not working, suggest your services as an alternative, which can be of course Facebook ads, Instagram ads, other advertising services, or even through organic traffic. Although it is probably not the best way to reach out and contact potential customers, you can still use job sites like LinkedIn to get some leads. First, you start by looking at a job position, find out what they need, and reach out telling them that you saw their job listing for full-time and ask them to consider an agency, and then that's where you pitch in your services. This can work if the job listing that they have posted is actually related to your services, so don't expect them to answer you back if you are pitching services that have nothing to do with the description. Then there's also Facebook groups, which is a great place to find good leads, local or not, depending on the group you decided to join. There are some Facebook groups that only allow actual business owners to join, while others are less strict and easier to get approved. You can look for location followed by business, networking, or for example chiropractors in Vegas. You can follow up in multiple ways, but it is better to stick within context. Instead of spamming sales copy, listen to the actual group, add business owners as friends, and offer to help promote events via Facebook ads, for example. You can also post lead magnets on the groups, like a free social media audit, 3 pieces of sales copy, or others, as long as it does help the group members. You don't want to sound too salesy, otherwise they might kick you out of the group, so be aware of that. You can use website database sites to find a lot of different businesses and their websites. After having their websites, you can then find their contact information from their own website and find the business owner contact details as well, but sometimes you might have to do some extra research. myap.ms is one of the databases you can use to find those businesses and their websites. To find websites, you can go to the website drop-down menu and click on World Websites Databases, or just type the following URL: https://myip.ms/view/sites. There are a lot of filters you can use to narrow down your search, such as the host, visitors, location, and the site name. Let's say that you want to find e-commerce business websites. You can choose one of the most popular e-com platforms, for example Shopify, and you will do that by clicking on top level hosting and then scrolling through until you find Shopify. On the popularity field, you can type 300 up to 3000 visitors per day to get websites with decent traffic, but of course this field can also change depending on what type of customers you want to serve. And then you can type a niche, product category or industry in the full/part website name field to find e-com websites that sell a certain type of product. You can find a ton of them by just tweaking the top level host and name fields, but make sure the leads you are getting align with your goals and with the actual clients that you want to target. For example, if you want to target high ticket e-com clients, you might want to focus on products with a higher profit margin, high perceived value, or that offer monthly packages to their buyers. Another way to find leads is to browse on a retail store or even Amazon to find direct to consumer or DTC sellers. You can enter any search term on those websites to find sellers for different types of products or niches, and then you will want to try and figure out if they have their own website, who owns the company behind it, or the contact details. Flippa is a marketplace for finding and selling websites, apps, and online businesses. You can also find business websites here and help them if they are having trouble or just to increase their value so that they can sell for higher prices. Of course, you can also find normal clients because having a site for sale doesn't always mean that they won't be willing to pay for your services. To find leads through Facebook ad library, you just need to type some relevant keywords, then you will get a lot of results for a certain product, and then you can visit their Facebook page to know more about the business in question. Keep your eyes open for ads with room for improvement that might have, for example, copy that's too short or is not really that appealing to their target audience. Or maybe they might just be running one ad and not testing enough to get more profitable campaigns. The number of likes might also help you stay away from huge brands that may simply not be interested and would rather hire in-house. But also identify brands that are so tiny that they don't really qualify as a target customer of yours. Anyways, you can do a Facebook ads audit and later on use it as an angle to contact the business owner and offer your services. You can use the Instagram algorithm to your advantage and as a tool for helping you find more leads. Consider using another account instead of the personal one for this specific tactic. You can start by going on Instagram and try to find smaller companies similar to big brand names you would like to work with. If you don't know any brands like this, you can use Google to find small independent brands or alternatives to X brand, or maybe just ask ChatGPT. But of course, if you have some knowledge about these businesses already, or if you have spotted them on other places such as for example Google Maps, it would be easier. Ideally, the account would have a following between 20k and 400k roughly. You can follow them, and right after, Instagram will show recommended accounts on the suggested for you section. Now you can click on see all and it will show you a list of similar brands and Instagram accounts that you can start reaching out to and pitching in your services. Of course, you can also store those as leads on a CSV or put them in your CRM as well. Kickstarter is a crowdfunding platform that allows individuals and businesses to get funding for creative projects or products. As someone who's trying to find leads, it is a big database of businesses that might need your help with their marketing. Ideally, you would want to find projects that have already been fully funded. To do so, you can go to the search and choose your category and then filter by 100% funded to see complete projects. It also doesn't hurt to do some research about them to know if they are already running ads, for example, or if they do a good job in content marketing. A good way to find leads but also to get some information for outreach is to look for media coverage or businesses who earned any type of awards. For example, you can search on Google for best followed by the niche and then companies in UK, US, Europe, or a specific country or even a city, and then followed followed by the current year, which is 2023. You can also type in the fastest growing and then followed by the niche, then companies in 2023, or even new followed by the niche and then companies 2023. And then you will find lists of businesses already put together just for you, but be aware that this might not be one of the most efficient ways to get leads. Once you contact them, you can mention the article, which can be a good reason for reaching out and a good angle for an outreach campaign. When it comes to using social media accounts for lead generation or even to attract leads, you want to make sure that your own profile is optimized for success. First impressions can still have an impact on whether or not someone even decides to answer your DMs, emails, calls or not. You should consider using your accounts specifically for business, create new ones if you must, and keep adding business owners as friends or following them. You will want to keep posting client testimonials, polls, and sometimes long posts with valuable content for that specific industry or the type of clients that you serve. Avoid hard selling messages on the first day, and when reaching out, always use communalities in your favor, such as being on the same Facebook group, a comment they made on your content, and if they are local, you can also mention their city, some local events and things like that. You should always keep testing and changing your message or email angles and copy to figure out what works best. Now that you have some tactics, you will have to take the next step and actually implement and get leads by yourself. The process can be done for absolutely free, but you can use software to help you out automate the lead generation tactics, such as, for example, Hexomatic, a CRM, outreach software, or even an email autoresponder. I will link some of these tools down in the description if you want to check them out and get more free time to focus on closing clients instead of doing all the manual work yourself when it comes to lead sourcing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more marketing and lead generation content. You can also check the digital marketing playlist for more digital marketing tips and tutorials by clicking on the card, which should be right there, and you can also check that out in a pinned comment or in the description as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.